the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visitors' sideline, a look at the Jets head coach. She'll be hoping to get the season off to a good start. Across the way, the head coach of the Dolphins. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go.
Hit the what?
On the handoff, this is good. Oh, a loose football. And it looked like one of the Jets was able to get in there and secure it. And they did. They keep the ball.
So even though they avoided the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so...
Say, where are you now? Okay.
Made to throw on second down. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Yeah, it's just a mistake by this quarterback like this. It's really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
And now you get the pick six, and right on the heels of that, The offense comes out to go for two. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Jets 14.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you can see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Madden. The left side into the hands of Olave. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Madden. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's May. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down.
At the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. And the Jets have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jets.
Out of the gun, here's May. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Olave as they try the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, increase snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of game. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right past the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboo. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jackson. The tight end, John Smith, secures it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And the Dolphins first down.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Jalen Carter working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing Jackson. That's right side and into the hands of Tesla. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Miami.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll get that out to Scatterboo. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. First carry here for Ryan Hampton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Let's take it in left side by Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. They get the Alabama man, former 1st-round pick, J.C. Latham. 3rd and long for Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jets offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
May going to look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, New York.
May to the air once more. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
May to throw again. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Jets first down.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's May. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. May to throw on 2nd down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Ricky Pearsall. Incomplete.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
The Dolphins offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about leading down that clock. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. That'll be taken in by Scalaboo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
42-yard line.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the zone read, here's Hampton. Finding space at the 15. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
21 more yards.
A gain there of 21. 1st down, Miami.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
Now Jackson. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough field.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So, in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Jets. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's May. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Jets. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Here's May again. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he's going to get the 2-point conversion there. So bring it down to a 14-point deficit.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Dolphins offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Hampton trying to work inside. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Dolphins first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now, Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. putting one of their tight ends in motion left. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. It never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up a first down. Hampton. What a move! He's in! Mario Hampton! Touchdown, Miami! This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. And this has been a really impressive performance.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Ooh. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Jets.
To throw is May. That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. I'll run here with Gibbs. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Jets, first down.
Throwing is May. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Jets, first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
18 more yards. That's another Jets, first down.
They'll get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds remaining to play. On 2nd down, it's May. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Extra point try by Bass. He's got it. And the Jets are able to cut into the deficit.
46, Jets 32.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Dolphins offense back onto the field for their next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the Dolphins. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.
I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, mouth a pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, not you. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we the settler. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up now. It's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give it a good shot with my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a that band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5. Had to go on for the kill. It's 5 + 8. You know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant who came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Cop the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
I'm a man with a massive plan, good in my head and don't give a. Now I lose again, I'm a loser, just the bad statistics and it didn't matter anyway. Live like I lost it all, now holding the wall, gonna come in the so bang and hot, and langing I'm a man who's a digging a dangerous hole. I was gonna pay for all that I'm gifted, how we gonna do it? Take what I want, though the world's resistant, how we gonna do it? Hands on the barrel head, no double, how we gonna do it? Get what I want, cause I'm raw and gifted, karma's gonna pay. Hear a brutal sound, head hitting on the ground, cause the evil was done to me. I'ma bring it to you, you're gonna feel it too. Some folks want liberty. In the land of the free, cops stopping the fleet. You'll be looking at me, and I'll be loaded. Hell broken on loose below. Heaven had no place to go. Karma's gonna pay for all that I'm gifted. How we gonna do it? Take what I want, though the world's resistant. How we gonna do it? No repeat, goddamn fatalistic. How we gonna do it? Steal for the rich, karma's gonna pay me. Gonna pay me. Gonna pay. Gonna pay. Crime is gonna pay for all my sins. Crime is gonna pay for all with no resistance. Now do it. What we gonna call it? All out falling. Crime is gonna pay. How we gonna
He's already figured out what Dallas is doing on night 1 and pick.
Sixers turned their season around with Embiid and PG back on the court.
I think they'll make a run for it. Already being in contention. Hey, what was old buddy name? The outside linebacker that he came in. He's
2,000 years ago, Persian engineers cooled entire cities to comfortable temperatures in the middle of a desert where summer highs exceeded 104 degrees Fahrenheit. No compressor, no refrigerant, no electricity. They buried clay pipes underground and let the earth do the work. Hi, I'm Eric Long. I'm the chef of Petney House here in Chinatown, and today we're going to make my perfect fried chicken sandwich. I started working in Michelin-starred restaurants in 2010 after a long, somewhat illustrious career in fine dining. I make fried chicken now. Perfect fried chicken sandwich has hot, crispy, juicy chicken, nice soft bread, creepy mayonnaise, chili oil, and bread and butter. Let's make a fried chicken sandwich. Let's make a fried chicken sandwich. I like them. If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time.
what he does is he tries to eat off of other plates. Okay, so I'm saying about
Yeah.
Rich man and saying things.
Huh?
Well, I said,
I'm watching it. I'm right here. What's wrong? The books? I'm cooking out some meat. Okay, go ahead.
He said did it
Right now, we already had sex. You need to brush your teeth.
to the time they shut down the random.
So I'm cooking some nuggets and fries.
These other towns were 50 cents. So he
What? No snacks. No. Go back outside. Don't take the shoes off. Go back outside.
Performance, and that made it complete. Wow, now. During Jay-Z's performance at the 2007 Spring Festival in New York.
Oh, don't talk about it. Go outside there. You be saying you bored, so go ahead. I'm gonna go cook at some meat and have somebody out there.
Started running around like nuts. So Jay had to pause mid-performance and check him, looking visibly irritated.
King of the South, King of New York, what's happening? Hey, well, wait a minute. We got, hey, you can get down. You can get down. That's all good. This a real, that's the moment. Come on, you get something.
Stop screaming. Yeah. You gotta have manners. You gotta stop doing all this. Stop saying that.
Everybody thinks that A500.
Yeah, right. What is he doing? You can't yell at people.
But remember, normal is broke. You actually
Yeah,
have
man. No, it is. Be nice. Be nice. Hey, that's not nice. No.
Making people laugh, making people laugh.
No, in the kitchen. There's a popsicle on the ground.
I dropped it.
Hello there. So, I made a salad last night. Every piece of it. And it was very, very simple. But because my son and my husband both ate it up, I was like, let's get into it. We're using fresh spinach, some chopped bacon, and also using some microgreens. These are the arugula microgreens. And I had mixed off the spinach and chopped it up. So I add that in the mash and chop like so like that. Now that it's everything in our pan here, I'm going to massage with some roasted lamb.
No, take it upstairs.
Everything will be crypto. Everything will be crypto. And I mean everything. Yesterday, we had a huge meeting around tokenization. And right while I was about to do this video, there's a massive announcement coming out around crypto-backed loans for mortgages. Do you remember 2020 to 2023, the Wild Wild West, Jerry Gensler, Bullmaster, Ripple, completely anti-crypto? And then Trump comes and runs the crypto capital of the world.
Stop playing with that door, right?
President. He now owns his own World Liberty Financial. The boys are running the banks. The dads are writing the rules. The Genius Act stablecoin regulation has saved the U.S. dollar from an absolute free fall. Every country will have a Bitcoin strategic reserve, I promise you. The elites are quietly stacking Bitcoin. The banks are implementing blockchain. And very, very soon, your banks will be begging to custody your cryptocurrency. They'll be working to get their own stablecoin. And so you have to change your frame of mind right now. And you have to understand that you're in an absolute blessing right now. If you really understand how to get wealthy, red is your friend, green is stress. You are getting blessed with amazing buying opportunities right now, because I promise you, when you can save this video, you will come back in 2030, and 99% of you will regret sitting on your hands right now. So all I can do is tell you this. It's made my family financially free and rich. The difference between rich and wealthy is a big gap. We are now heading towards wealth by 2030. Rich is cash flow, assets. We became multimillionaires in crypto. We became multimillionaires in business. Wealthy is when you know that the next generation is taken care of. It's like a system, structure, and containers. So that's what this channel is all about.
He just told you.
Listen to what he's telling you. I'm going to share you with my exact ecosystem and structure, exactly how I do it. And I encourage you to do it, to do the same research. I'm going to tell you what I do, and I'm going to give you the logic on why I do it. What I want you to do is I want you to build your own thing. That's the key. So let's dive right in. The first thing that we're going to
just said it. Say it again.
A video from Financial Services GOC. This is Rev French Hill. He's kicking off the, yesterday I watched the whole thing, it was pretty cool. It was about innovation and tokenization. I just want you to
say it again.
This, and then we're going to look at some massive news that came out around Coinbase and around Freddie Mac, around crypto-backed mortgages.
Much of today's hearing is focused on technical issues surrounding how tokenization will be integrated into the existing securities legal arena. I want to step back and consider how tokenization could benefit just ordinary investors out there. For example, let's say an investor in Little Rock needs to sell some shares late on a Friday afternoon for some reason. Mr. Fabella, under the current T+1 settlement rules, if she were to sell on late on a Friday afternoon, what's the earliest day that she would see her proceeds in her account?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The person in question would probably expect to receive their proceeds on the following Monday.
This is important. Listen.
So, in contrast, to the tokenized world with the idea of so-called atomic settlement, because of the use of the distributed ledger, could she have access to her funds on a same-day basis in my bank?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Under that example, if she was able to otherwise have a counterparty that could meet the deadline on the same day, yes, she would get assets or get her proceeds right away.
And the U.S. financial innovation is central to America's role as the world's premier capital market and preserving the international standing of the dollar. The market attracts, as we've heard from our president, trillions and trillions of new foreign direct investment, and they're attracted here by our regulatory system, our legal system, our capital formation system, our transparency of our market. So as more market participants develop tokenization technology, some in recent years, before this past year, have chosen to do so in Europe rather than in the United States, which is a little...
Okay, so this is important to the narrative and your calmness and your stoicism. Okay? What you're experiencing, this is what you're experiencing. Is banks are now coming in, and I know you see this battle between crypto, decentralization, and banks. I see them working behind the scenes together. And what they're doing is they're suppressing, guys, they suppress the price of gold. They suppress the price of silver. You don't think that they can suppress the prices of cryptocurrency? And think logically. Let's put our logical circuit on. This channel is all about logic, and I don't mean to be disrespectful or sound condescending, but let's use logic. Okay, not hype, not hopium, logic. If you were some of the largest financial institutions in the world, would you want to buy these assets at low prices or high prices? And if you had the ability to manipulate gold, you have the ability to manipulate silver, would that mean that you have the ability to manipulate Bitcoin and XRP and some of these prices? Yes or no? The answer is yes. And so if now the largest asset manager in the world, BlackRock, is the #1 holder in Bitcoin, the #3 holder in Strategy B, the #1 Bitcoin treasurer in the world, I wonder if they would have the ability to suppress the price until they're ready to launch it. And then at some point, they're going to want the price to go up so they can do what? So they can pull profits, so they can diversify, so they can move it around the ecosystem. It's money, it's just energy. And what you're going to do is you're going to watch it go up, and you're going to watch it come collapsing down, because there's only a winner and there's only a loser. The markets always cycle. There's always a bull market somewhere. Sometimes gold's going up, sometimes the dollar's going up. That's just how markets work. So on the back end, I'm going to teach you capital DR. I'm going to teach you how to navigate smoothly through these processes. Okay, this is breaking here, guys. Breaking. $4 trillion Federal National Mortgage Association to accept crypto-backed mortgages for the first time. Fannie Mae to accept crypto-backed mortgages for the first time, and then boom, while I was about to do this video, just in Coinbase partners with Better Mortgage to launch crypto-backed home loans. I thought crypto was a fraud, guys. I thought crypto was a fraud. No, we're here. We're here, family. This is where stoicism comes in. This is where the bamboo farmer comes in. This is where building cash flow outside of crypto comes in. This is where building an ecosystem comes in. Our lawyers are calm, cool, collect. You're seeing all the influencers panic, guys. Because it didn't go to $100, it didn't go to their $1,000, it didn't go where they thought it was going to go. Therefore, they have no ecosystems outside, so in the bear market they're broke, and they have to wait for the bull market to be wealthy. This is where you get wealthy right here. This is where you build true wealth. This is how we did it. 2022, 2023, 2024. We did everything we could to accumulate at low prices, and boom! Trump got elected. It We sow, we reap. We sow, we reap. We sow, and then when the harvest comes, we get money off the table and we build our capital DR. Okay, keep going here. Franklin Templeton digital assets. Imagine not tokenizing in 2026. So when I say stuff like this, or when we look at stuff like this right here, Franklin Templeton, BlackRock, just in $2.2 trillion asset manager, Invesco takes over Superstate's $900 million tokenized treasury fund, entering the rapidly growing $12 billion tokenized U.S. treasury market alongside BlackRock. Okay? So when you see this stuff, you got to start to think, well, what would be the rails? If everything's tokenized and everything's on a blockchain, what would move that through the system? If everything's moving to digital currencies and everything's moving to blockchain, well, maybe Bitcoin would be viable as a store value like gold. Maybe it was always designed to be that. Maybe it was never designed to be a transaction layer. Maybe they designed it to be the digital gold. I don't know. And then maybe Ripple came in 2012 and designed something like XRP. It's not an or, it's an and. There's going to be other technologies that move value, right? But, I'm an investor. So I look at companies like Ripple, a billion-dollar company that's gobbling up other companies like Pac-Man. I'm like, I think Ripple's probably going to do pretty well if XRP stands in the center of everything they do, right? But this is just news, just keeps coming out, guys. The New York Stock Exchange will partner with Securitize to develop 24/7 tokenized securities trading platform, according to Wall Street Journal. And lastly, the exclusive. We got that. All right, so here we are. Here's the markets, but this is what you see, right? So you see all this news coming out, and this is where the depression comes in. This is where the anxiety comes in because of the hype, because of the hopium. It's because you've been trained in your brain in the cryptocurrency industry. This is where we're going to start. We have to, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but I'm going to say this very often on my channel. This is where we have to mature. Money and wealth needs maturity. When I finally matured spiritually, physically, and financially, I became wealthy. Okay, and I don't know what you consider wealthy. Financially free now, I can support my family, I can support my whole ecosystem. To me, that's free, right? I think rich and wealthy are very different. I would say we became rich. Wealthy is where I'm like, okay, this is now sustainable to the next generation. That's what wealth means to me, okay? But how I got there was through maturity, okay? I was very immature with my money. My money had no structure. It had no budget. It had no system. I was waiting for a price prediction. Just like everybody else, 2020 to 2021. I was like, oh man, the XRP, The Simpsons said it's going to 589. It's like, then I started studying billionaires, Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger. I read all these, biographies and all this stuff. I'm like, none of them think like that. None of them think like that. Right now, they're consolidating, not Warren Buffett, but the big money is consolidating into the top 4 cryptos, guys. But you're still chasing these people with the meme coins and all these different things. And this is the next thing. It's not the next thing, I promise you. There will be some that emerge throughout the process, but I don't play games with my money, man. So when I think of my portfolio, right? Let's break that down. So like my top 4 are XRP 43%, Bitcoin 40%, WLFI, I want to explain that in just a moment, 4%, and Solana is 3.7%. I have HBAR, XLM, and VChain, so fall off to lower percentages. Okay, so I'm only accumulating top 4. So if we looked at that Warren Buffett style, now Warren Buffett's not in crypto. What I mean by that is oh shoot, I have the book right here. Warren Buffett's called Studying the Markets, or anyway, I can't remember the name of the book, but based on how you do market analysis, the one that would be speculative would be WFI. Okay, that's a logical investment for me. Based on the dads writing the rules, Steve Witkoff is a deal maker around the world. He's going around the world making all the deals. His sons run the World W Financial, and the Trump boys run World W Financial. Dad's writing the rules, family's running the bank. They got the bank. They're building this, and I don't see this. I see it completely different. I think there's you do this now, we'll do this thing. You go do this, and it's all happening behind the scenes, and it's problem, reaction, solution. That's what I believe, okay? And it's helped me in my investments, keep me calm. So those are my top 4, okay? Now, when I see markets like this, red, this is like, makes me so happy. So happy. So what happens is, if this continues to go red on the back end of this week, I start buying more. So XRP is at the down about 3% right now. If it goes down, I start entering on the way down. I buy XRP, I buy Bitcoin, XRP, and WFI every day. Automatically comes out of the account. So on I buy every single week. Then what I do is I put dollar cost average down in tranches.
Stop playing with it.
There's super red market. So if this continues to drop, I'll buy a little bit more Bitcoin. I bought some Monday. I bought a little bit more. And then I just calmly into the market. My goal is just to bring my dollar cost average down. Outside of that, there's huge ecosystem. I explain that in just a minute, okay? So how do I set up an exit plan? Okay, so I'm the co-founder and creator of our smartest way to track your crypto. Okay, so this is a crypto tracker. You do not hold the keys, not have your phone. So if you go here, check this out. You added on here. So when you go in here, you get the upgrade button. You click here. You don't have to know how to do Fibonacci, guys. It actually does it for you. Click on here, and you can try this out 30 days for free down in my description of my YouTube video, or click my social media platform, and play around with it. Check this out. I can literally create an exit strategy.
Hey, I'm fucking yelling.
All right, so you go back to the last layer, you click the all-time high. You don't even have to know how to do Fibonacci. Oh, how many targets do you want to do? 5? Oh, how cool is that? So go down below, you can download for 30 days for free, play with it, support. But we implemented that because I'm a simple dude. I have swim trunks. I have no shoes. I'm not here. I'm on the boat. We're going to go out and ride side by side. I'm a simple ass dude. I'm God, family, protection, and major system at all costs. I don't chase charts. I don't chase price predictions. I don't trade. I have a monster ecosystem. That's why I can stay calm. Here's how it works. Okay. I invented Capital DR. I have a huge project and I need your help with how to get it out to the world, guys. It's all edited. It's right here. I've been working on it for a long time, and I'm so grateful to bring this out to the world. Okay. It's going to explain to you at a deep level the psychology of what they're doing. It's like, how did they do that? How did they get us from monetary deficit? And it's going to how it happened, what happened, and where it's going to how it's fixing. Because XRP going to $1,000 and making a multi-million fixes nothing. Because if you don't fix this, if you don't fix the psychological damage, the subconscious accountability, you're going to end up broke again. I promise you.
She might be over there.
After this, what you looking for?
Look. Oh, sorry.
You gotta be careful what you're doing. Ryder, stop yelling. God damn. Hey, man. Stop fucking yelling. What? What? Okay. Why was that? You come over all over your clothes. Yeah. Yeah. Stop running up and downstairs. What's up? Trying to leave, bro. Real? Oh, y'all waiting for the police? I mean, 12, I mean, that motherfucker got this in 2 minutes. What? What's movie? I don't know. Get you. Hey, this one, well, no, not this one. Yeah. Yeah, just yeah. Drink the water again. Yeah. Hell no. That was, yeah. That's from the hieroglyphics. That's from the group hieroglyphics back in the day. That was snap. Hell no. You already saw the phones? Yeah. For real. You feeling like it's real. That boy said, stop, phone, stop. Got close. Hey. Yeah, but you can watch the shit and have a phone over it. Yeah, how you do have this back in the day? You never know. Yeah. Yeah, nah, I see. That's only you get better with age. You busting on that. Believe. I'm believe. Believe. You know, Hamilton, all that motherfucker. Hamilton High. You can say it too, man. Yeah, you can say it too. You ain't never supposed to be. Big Mark, too. Really? All right, what's in it? My niece, Dustin, his brother is, he's making all that beef. What's his name? Uh, Dustin's brother, man. He's making all that beef. God, I man, he made all that. They bought him T-Mix. T-Mix. That's my new question, though. Mm-hmm. That Jackson failed, man. Real? I thought that was Jackson failed. Man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, Winston ain't straight. I don't believe those same Winston as you, but he got to choose over. That's why he ain't going to
Oh, that's a chicken. That was my sausage.
Yeah, the roof is you too. Here's nothing else. You know, he got some that is on the radio. You ever heard that? Welcome to my city. It's on the radio.
There's mine. No, I gotta go back inside. You're not doing it inside. You actually make me nervous a little bit. I don't know why. Yeah, I can hold it. Yep, I can handle it. I don't understand what to say.
Half an hour later, Richard's brother-in-law volunteers to go back inside to confirm what they all suspect. If he was right, this was no longer then give the police legal rights to enter the house.
Yeah, well, at this time, because this is supposed to be, well, our hope, obviously, is that's our hope. But if in the event that that's not the case, we want to make sure that any evidence that we collect is find out.